In no way did I go into this spring thinking I may retire before the season's up. You know, it never crossed my mind, although I did feel a pull, you know, I know now from the Lord into this trafficking fight. And then the thing came up with Drake. And, you know, when they shut that down, I said, okay, well, it's time for me to take my bat and ball and go home. Hi, I'm Adam LaRoche. Played Major League Baseball for 12 years. I'm a father of two, a husband, and a devoted follower of Jesus. But I am absolutely an average Joe with a game plan for life. You know, that's been something we've done for the last, I think, 4 or 5 years, where he's, you know, come with me basically every day to the ballpark. I grew up going to the ballpark with my dad, and those are times that I'll never forget. Those were some of the best times with my brothers and my dad. Drake, I mean, he would come to the field and I may not see him for 2 hours. You know, he was running around, running errands, or going out washing cars, or shining shoes, or out on the field, you know, catching in for a coach, or always had something going on. So he really was like you know, they would call him the 26th man. And, you know, he'd have his own locker next to mine and all the gear and different uniforms. And so it just worked out great. A friend of mine, Blaine Boyer, who's now with the Brewers, and he introduced me to a guy, Matt Parker, that was a youth pastor and minister and just got called over to Southeast Asia. And he goes over there and runs into this trafficking issue and sees it firsthand and ends up starting up an NGO where that's going to be his life mission, is to help out with this human trafficking, specifically on the sex trafficking of young girls and boys. And all the three of us connected. And Matt was just like, you need to come over here and check it out. He said, you need to come see. I can sit here and tell you all night long the stories and how sad it is, but you know, you and Blaine need to just book a trip over. We'll spend a week or 10 days and be a part of it. So finally we did. You know, that off season we ended up going out in November, and it was the most, it was, for one, it was the saddest, by far the saddest thing I've ever seen, but also one of the most life-changing things I've ever been a part of. And we just came back from that like, man, what are we doing? Are we really gonna go play baseball? Are we really gonna go play this game while all this is going on? And our mission is we wanna go to the places where nobody else wants to go and help defend the defenseless. Yeah, so working in that sex trafficking industry and being in that fight, no doubt helped make that decision to leave baseball just a little bit easier. Although that wasn't again, I had no intention of leaving, and that wasn't the only reason. You know, kind of the final decision maker there was, you know, when that whole situation came out, you know, where I couldn't bring Drake anymore, so it made it easy, but it had definitely crossed my mind before that, especially after taking that trip and kind of seeing what's going on in some other parts of the world. So no regrets now. I mean, it's been incredible.